This week, Amazon announced a brand new approach to fitness technology. It is a wearable wristband, but somehow a little bit more all-encompassing than what is already out on the market. I'm joined by Natasha Gillizo from the Australian Financial Review and Kunal Kalro from Eugene Labs. Kunal, the starting point is people will know what a Fitbit and those sorts of things look like. How different is Amazon Halo from what's already out on the market?
I think the three major things for me that are a bit different for Halo is the body scanning technology. That's not quite in the same way that is done with most other weighing scales and things like that, smart scales. There's the tone check, which is definitely something that's completely new. And then there is this interesting component around a subscription model. So healthcare devices or tracking devices that introduce a subscription model to provide you with services have a very different component that drives their behavior, which is that they're not just interested in selling you the device, they need to keep you on the device. And one of the biggest challenges with most of these tracking devices is the long-term usage. Most people get a Fitbit, they use it, and then they stop using it in 3 months' time.
Literally,
I've done
that
this
is
cycle
me.
about 4 times personally. Yeah, same. So a device that introduces a subscription is now forced to somehow manage to convince you that it's delivering value to you month after month after month. I think that more devices should be doing that because it's actually showing that there's long-term value that's being delivered.
Right.
Whether or not they will actually do that, I don't know.
Natasha, what does the body scan actually consist of?
It's sort of telling you your weight, your height. It's taking those kind of basic details, your body fat percentage. Again, it's kind of nothing really new. This technology does exist. It's just combining this into a new device. It's a further datification or gamification of the health and fitness industry. The people who are proponents of this would say that that information or having that information in such a way is useful because you can benchmark your progress against that. If changing your body in some way is what you're aiming for, I think that there are definitely questions on the other side of the fence, whether this datification of body scan data, etc., really does help people in their health and fitness journeys. There's evidence to suggest that it can actually cause more harm, like, for example, be a trigger for eating disorders or unhealthy behaviors more than actually healthy behaviors. But that's kind of the basic premise, and people really buy into that stuff. Like, they kind of love it because we love numbers, we love a thing we can look at. And so I can definitely see people getting around this. And in terms of the actual aesthetic of the band, it kind of looks nice. Like, there's a nice pink one that, you know, compared to some other fitness trackers, I just think are a bit dorky. This one's kind of unobtrusive, it looks nice, and it's doing a thing that people will definitely be kind of excited about.
Yeah, aesthetically it does look nice. How does it actually do a 3D scan of your body, Kunal?
So it tells you to put a camera in front, stand in front of your camera, and it'll take a series of photos as you turn, and then it'll theoretically upload this to Amazon servers for analysis, and then return a result back to you, which is this 3D model of your body. And supposedly, the data is then deleted from the Amazon servers. So questions over there, obviously, for privacy. And I guess on the other side of the equation, receiving that on the app, you can essentially then slide left to right in terms of increasing your body fat percentage or decreasing it and seeing what your body would look like in that process. I think that's deeply troubling for people with body image issues or eating disorders. You know, one of the things that they said was that, there's going to be messages and content around, making sure that this is not something that's going to hurt people. Like, who trusts Amazon to deliver that in a way that's authentic and meaningful?
There's kind of that hook that's kind of like there's that simple and fun element to that. Like, you can think of the filters on Instagram or filters on Snapchat or TikTok. They start as this kind of like fun gamification, cosmetic procedures or face fillers or what have you. I can see this sort of fitting into that general area where the tech itself then drives back something that we didn't even realize that we wanted in the first place. I mean, obviously people have wanted to change their body or see what their body would look like if it was different. But I can see this sort of accelerating that rather than decelerating that, which would personally be something that I would want to see for society.
What is missing from the wearable market, from fitness tech, from health tech? Is there something that should exist that you would like to see exist?
A lot of these products are about health light. I would love to see some stuff out there that's more about health seriousness and reality. I think one of the first products that actually managed to do this was the Apple Watch, which actually got FDA clearance for tracking your heart rate and being able to predict if you're having a heart episode of sorts. And so that stuff has real tangible value to the lives of people. And I think that in this new world where we're living in, where you can't just go to the doctor anytime, having more wearable devices or devices at home that you can use to help provide you better quality healthcare services in your own home, I think that's amazing.
The next phase for this kind of health tech wearable device, where it's going to go, is probably the social mediaification of that. So, if you've got a niche kind of hobby like cycling or running, Strava are already doing this, right? But connecting what you do with other people in your subculture. So you can find out about new runs, you can have leaderboards, and there'd definitely be downsides, but at the same time, with the demise of other forms of community, I'm totally pro people clustering around fitness communities with the sports and health that they love, and using health tech to help facilitate that.
All right, there is lots more of this in the podcast of Download This Show. You can find it wherever you get good podcasts. See you, gang.